Hey, if you have any questions, reactions, or anything you want me to tap into, hit me on my IG or my TikTok. We trying to get it to 100,000 gang. What it do with the businesses, man? It's the people's champ. To the Kizoo. And I'm back, man. And this time, man, I wanted to look at this video. I haven't seen it, but it's specifically I want to look at it for this artist. Shout out to 1111. If y'all want to go subscribe to them and look at this and look at the rest of their content, that's who produced this video. 1111 on YouTube. Um, Baby Keem. I never heard the Baby Keem album. I always liked what I pretty much heard, the few singles. I'm not super privy to. I mean, I know he supposed to be Kendrick's cousin, and some people was rumored and saying trying he writes Kendrick verses or Kendrick write his verse or whatever. There's a lot of little talk with him, but he ain't dropped in a long time. We're like, where is he at? Because he has such a damn buzz. But 1111 just dropped a documentary. Why Baby Keem has been missing for 1,259 days, and I didn't realize it's been that long. That's like what, over 3 years? 3, 6, 9, 12. A little under 3 years, or over 3 years. 3, 6, 9, 12. A little under, long enough. Um, and I'm just interested to see what the fuck is going on here. You feel me? Let's get into it.
It has now been 1,259 days since Baby Keem's last album. 4 years ago, back when the Melodic Blue released, it really felt like Baby Keem was on pace to become hip-hop's next superstar. Not to mention literally having family ties, as you can see by the cover art, being the cousin of Kendrick Lamar.
We show your bro for living. What a hypocrite said.
However, after sharing a kiss though in Kendrick's music video, today things have hit an abrupt stop for Baby Keem. Fans watched as he not only went the entire year of 2024 without releasing a single new song, but then, combined with going ghost on social media, despite rumors and plus 110 betting odds that we'd at least see Keem at the Super Bowl last weekend with his cousin, unfortunately that wasn't the case. Baby Keem was, and still is, nowhere to be found. So what happened? And could Drake actually be the one to blame? Aside from reposting this joke,
Bro, everything is not Drake, bro. But let's just see. I'm like, please, y'all. Drake is a regular human, okay? He doesn't have fucking superpowers. The most he could do is make you popular in pop culture. You know what I'm saying? Give you a rap career, put you in front of people. Like he's not like God or some supernatural being, bro. It's just
about Kendrick Lamar being the type of guy to disappear after the bus passes, on his Twitter account last August, Baby Keem remained silent throughout the entirety of hip-hop's biggest beef, as his cousin put his career and reputation on the line. However, with that being said, Baby Keem still found himself dragged into all of the drama.
That shit is only hitting hard when Baby Keem put his pen to it.
According to Drake last year on his third diss track, Family Matters, Kendrick Lamar's songs are only good when Baby Keem is behind the scenes writing them. But let's think about that for a sec. Although yes, the two have said they help each other when they're in the studio, as almost every artist does, not only would Baby Keem have been 14 though at the time of To Pimp a Butterfly's release, or 12 when Good Kid Mad City came out, a time when, as fans later discovered, Baby Keem was instead grinding on video games and uploading Minecraft YouTube videos.
Yo, what is up guys, it's Haikizi HD, and basically what I'm going to be doing is a new series on my channel, which is the survival games.
Keem taking a break from Minecraft videos in 2011 to help write Good Kid Mad City, he real for that, one fan jokes. However, as another user also points out, the funny part is Kendrick has passed down so many songs and verses to Baby Keem. Despite initially keeping their collaborations private, it's now well known that Kendrick has actually helped write numerous songs for Baby Keem in the past, with countless reference tracks having surfaced.
I made a promise that I would never leave you stressed. I made a promise.
As we'll see more in a second, this is just one of Kendrick's.
I never knew that they had reference tracks for Baby Keem. What if Baby Keem never wrote none of this shit? That's why he ain't.
Multiple ghostwriting examples for his younger cousin. But regardless of which exact songs Drake considers, quote, hitting hard, his bar on Family Matters also showed us something else very interesting. Drake's still clear respect for Baby Keem. Drake's relationship with Baby Keem stems back a lot further than most people realize. An artist who Keem has looked up to since day one, and Drake has always been a fan, tapped in since the early beginning.
Damn, I look up to you, like, you know what I mean? So Like honestly, I'd be like, I look to him like, I'm like, yo, like any advice I could ever soak up from him is just like, I try to do that, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think Thug had the best album of the year. Yeah, I actually, between him and Baby Keem, Die For My Bitch, those are my two picks for album of the year. Wow.
Alongside Young Thug's So Much Fun, back in 2019, Drake listed Baby Keem's Die For My Bitch as one of his top 2 favorite albums of the year. This shoutout was obviously a massive cosign for Baby Keem, who was only an underground name at the time. 2 years later though, Baby Keem was actually said to have a feature on Drake's #1 hit, What's Next. But for some strange reason, Keem's verse was removed from the final song, although his version would eventually leak.
I told you that I was a mess, okay? I get out of bed and get dressed, okay? I think about ways I can your friend, that's something I never confessed, okay?
So, with a past history and appreciation for both superstars, has Baby Keem remained in the shadows this past year, simply to stay out of a beef between 2 rappers that he wants to keep having close relationships with? Well, before we can fully answer the question of why Baby Keem disappeared, despite having 2 phones, considering these text messages Keem posted last January revealing the name of his next album, titled Child with Wolves, and considering he told fans this at his show 2 years ago,
New album coming soon, motherfuckers. I love you all.
It is obvious Baby Keem had an album ready to go. But everything that's went down these past 10 months has left him in a tough position. Despite his past admiration for Drake though, the planet's most streamed rapper in 2024, I think we all expected Baby Keem to take the side of his cousin Kendrick Lamar. However, at least so far, that hasn't been the case. With a precise 37% chance to appear next to his cousin on America's biggest stage, the Super Bowl.
Bro, this is crazy. Like, what? I can't. I mean, we watching the documentary, but I'm really sitting here like, damn, who would just? He was at the peak of his shit, like becoming a bigger artist. He wasn't like some suit, but he was in pole position, bro. Like, Baby King, where you at, bro?
Which, by the way, went on to break Michael Jackson's record for the most watched halftime show ever. And although FanDuel literally had him leading the pack at plus 110 betting odds to make a guest cameo, Baby Keem was nowhere to be found. In addition to also not performing at Kendrick Lamar's previous pop-out concert last summer, labeled as Ken and Friends, this has only added to the mystery. Now, some fans will tell you it's because that concert was for LA artists only, featuring over 25 West Coast names throughout the 3-hour event. Although Baby Keem was born in LA, he actually grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, not only raised with his grandmother, but this also meant that Baby Keem had to be separated from Kendrick basically his entire childhood.
As you guys lost touch, what had happened exactly?
I was a kid, honestly. Like, it's just like I wouldn't even say lost touch. Like, I was just like, last time I seen him, I was probably like really young, like 5 or something. I was just a kid. Like,
prior to signing to Kendrick Lamar's record label, PG Lang, for the longest time growing up, Baby Keem had no idea his cousin even made music. That was until after his 4th mixtape in 2010, Overly Dedicated. But while Kendrick was blowing up in the mainstream by the day, Baby Keem was still not in touch with him at the time, still living in a different state. After a, quote, unfortunate situation in their family though, when Keem was 14, everything would change forever.
I didn't see him. It was an unfortunate situation that happened in my family, and then I guess we kind of just connected through that. I wasn't really making music to the point where I would be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just kicking it, like, you know, whatever, it was whatever. He didn't really even know until like later. I finally just like sent him a song, and it was just like.
Here in 2025, it's common knowledge that the two are cousins, but back then, not at all. In addition to also being related to former NBA legend Nick Young.
Shaq to the fool. Shaq to the fool.
A few years after reconnecting with each other though, Keem and Kendrick began working on music, but not with Baby Keem rapping. Baby Keem, who is instead credited by his government name, Hakeem Carter, would not only land production credits on the Black Panther album, but then also make beats for Schoolboy Q's Crash Talk, including Num Num Juice, J-Rock's Redemption.
What? Yo, this nigga might be a generational goddamn jewel. I didn't know this nigga made beats, bro. That's how you know I'm not too privy to it. And then Num Num Juice. Like, that's the shit, bro. I didn't know, bro. Forgive me, bro. Yeah, Kim, what the hell, bro? I'm gonna have to listen to Baby Keem album, bro.
Redemption and Beyonce's Lion King soundtrack, all before rapping with his cousin. However, that's definitely not to say the two weren't working on music. Leaked reference tracks have revealed that Kendrick Lamar has been helping Baby Keem write his songs since the very start. Now, it's important to understand reference tracks are actually common in the music industry, and Baby Keem is far from the only artist Kendrick has helped write for.
Baby, tonight that my dreams are, let me know all the stars are closer.
But with 4 Kendrick references surfacing for Baby Keem's debut mixtape, The Sound of Bad Habit in 2018, plus 5 for Die For My Bitch, then another 3 from the Melodic Blue, including his song 16.
My mama mad at me, I know I f***ed up big. My girl mad at me, I know I f***ed up big. What's love? I guess I never understand. Every time I say sorry, I do that shit again.
So, after confirming that Kendrick has indeed had his hands all over Keem's music as far back as 2018, and with conspiracies that Baby Keem is low-key just Kendrick Lamar's side project and alter ego, this raises the question: has Kendrick's run this past year been the reason for Keem's hiatus? Or did something deeper go down behind the scenes? Like an injury after getting blasted by smoke? Baby Keem was not hurt there, that clip is just too funny. But while many fans like to argue Baby Keem's songwriting ability and how much help he actually gets, there's no denying Baby Keem's production skills though. His old Type Beat YouTube channel is still standing today, under the name Beats by Carter. Despite claiming he never even wanted to be a producer, it was his own hit single that he helped produce in 2019, titled Orange.
Bro, when that motherfucker, what year that came out? 2019 or 20? Yo, when that shit dropped, I was in LA, bro. When I heard that song is on Hollywood Boulevard for the first time, I believe that's the way I can remember. It wasn't my first time hearing it, but that was my first time hearing it out. I was like, yo, what is that song I keep hearing? And it had that beat. Do do, and I come sit here on my cactus. But it had this beat. If you know Orange Soda beat, I was like, what is that? Who is that? That's how different it sounded. And he was like kind of not even like Baby King was on some just like swagging on that shit, but like he had a whole different. You see, I do keep doing this. But for real, bro, it was just unique, bro. I can't remember what was going on at that time, but it was unlike anything that was in rap music that I remember at that time. I was like, who is this? And then when I found, I was like, that's Kendrick's cut. Like, not saying his shit was like simplistically elaborate, you know what I'm saying, but unique, all in the same. You know what I mean? His style, Baby King, and that's when I tuned in. But I'm on what he said something about pissing, smoking on some cat piss. Oh, the beat in this. Shut up. Like I remember the girls outside on Hollywood Boulevard, and just the girls was loving that shit. Like they was posting it on their story. Like, yo, what the hell, bro? Like what? He got to be working on something, bro. Because nobody would give that up unless, or it was like it's something that something messed up is going on. Damn, I remember, bro. Hold on. Shut the fuck up. That was a big, bro. I remember that shit.
Soda, which, after going viral on TikTok, then served as the lead single for Keem's breakout mixtape. However, aside from his early success, there was one artist that Baby Keem still dreamed of working with: Drake, one of his biggest inspirations. Die For My Bitch was again Drake's favorite album of 2019, but little did either of them know, only 4 years later, Drake would become his cousin's arch enemy.
Like Drake's tapped in, so as he should, he tapped in. So he, as soon as Die For My Bitch came out, I think it was probably like a few months after, he like reached out.
After first connecting over DM, Baby Keem and Drake were supposed to have a song together in 2021. As fans had been highly anticipating a collab from the two, it was revealed that Baby Keem had recorded a feature for Drake's Scary Hours 2 intro, What's Next. But in addition to a Playboi Carti verse on the song that was scrapped, Baby Keem was mysteriously cut from the final release. Not only was this strange, considering 1, as we heard, Baby Keem's verse was fire, but then 2, we know from the past how much Drake loves working with the hottest up-and-coming artists. So much so, the Drake stimulus package became a thing. But, looking back on it now, many fans speculate Drake's decision to cut Keem was due to his close relation to Kendrick Lamar, and being signed to Kendrick's label. However, when asked about his verse getting removed, Baby Keem said this.
You and Cardi were supposed to be on What's Next.
Right.
Whatever happened with that?
I don't know. That's just his process, and I think I look at it like we don't work now.
Oh, you could tell he knew. I don't know. Like you could tell something happened. I don't look at his body language when he said, I don't know. That's not even believable, my dog. He younger. Listen, my young nigga Keem, we don't believe that. But for that clip, something happened. Look at his body language. Look at his eyes. Look, that's not confident at all. I don't know. How you don't know and then you was on the song? I'm pretty sure you ain't talk back to Drake and say, hey, what happened? I'm pretty sure Drake wouldn't have had a problem to say, hey man, yeah, we used such a we got a little baby on there. Or we took it out like, it's not like I don't know.
However, when asked about his verse getting removed, Baby Keem said this.
Yeah.
You and Cardi were supposed to be on What's Next.
Right.
Whatever happened with that?
I don't know. That's just his process, and I think I look at it like we don't work now, then we work later. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with someone like Drake, you know what I mean? Like,
the two have yet to work later. But 5 months then after Scary Hours 2 dropped came the release of Baby Keem and Kendrick's first official song together, with the fitting name Family Ties, and an old family photo as the artwork, similar to this Good Kid Mad City cover. Also to note, Family Ties was released just 1 week before Drake's Certified Lover Boy album. It is highly believed that Baby Keem included a bar about Drake too in their song, right here at the end of his verse.
Number 2 DM in my bitch. That's cool, that's why.
The theory goes that Baby Keem is listing Drake as the number 2 second best rapper in the world, behind Kendrick, and is claiming that Drake DM'd his girl, but he isn't fazed. It's cool he doesn't ask why. Not only have we seen Drake pull petty moves like this in the past with girls of people he's beefed with, as Kanye also explained to us,
Drake don't do a diss like an outright diss song where it's a headshot. He's gonna set it up like war. He's gonna like go and, DM every single girl in your family, every single girl around your family, all your niggas, girl, he's gonna...
But regardless of if Baby Keem was referencing Drake here in Family Ties or not, the Grammy award-winning single would appear on Baby Keem's first studio album, The Melodic Blue, in 2021. Having co-produced 14 of the 16 tracks himself, following this amazing debut, Keem would then land placements on both Donda 1 and Donda 2. That was when Kanye West still had a decent reputation and wasn't using AI to make music, like I covered in my previous video. But then, along with a Melodic Blue Deluxe a year later, Baby Keem would join Kendrick on his Big Steppers tour in 2022, after assisting on the Mr. Morale album. Yet another huge look for Keem, thanks to the help of his cousin. However, then came 2023. One random morning on May 30th, 2023 to be exact, fans were met with a surprise new music video on the PG Lang YouTube channel, titled The Hillbillies. This Jersey Club-inspired track was as Baby Keem would post himself a quote, sticky dub, referring to Drake's 2022 track Sticky. It is pretty easy to listen to The Hillbillies and hear the almost identical flow. But what's not easy though, is as one Reddit user states, determining whether or not this interpolation was a troll or a tip of the cap.
Bring them girls to the stage, cause somebody's getting paid.
Messy, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken,
At the time it just felt like fun, but in retrospect it definitely feels disrespectful, another comment reads. Then, in the fall of 2023, the duo of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem went on to headline Tyler the Creator's festival together, as we can see under the name The Hillbillies. But despite closing out one of his shows that same year, again lying to fans and announcing this,
New album coming soon, motherfuckers.
Didn't he say that last year too? One fan jokes. As of today, The Melodic Blue remains Baby Keem's only album. And not only that, but as of this video, The Hillbillies stands as the last musical release by Baby Keem. Well, I guess unless you count him literally having one word on Tyler the Creator's album last year. This one single word was all we heard from Keem. As far as we know, not involved with Kendrick's GNX album either. It has now been 2 years since The Hillbillies came out.
Yeah, that is weird that he has, like, since his cousin has been beefing with Drake, he ain't said nothing. Like, he ain't even been spotted type shit. Like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? All that everybody else had something to say. Schoolboy Q or put out had some kind of something. whether it was their own personal shit or them on IG listen to a song or them saying whatever, not even necessarily going against Drake. He's like the only one that's of notability artist wise connected to K Dot that where he is like where like this is crazy. What happened? He need to I don't know what he needs to do, but it would be dope if he did like come out and say something at least. Fuck dropping the song. Just you gotta really just I don't know. Maybe he dealing with some private shit. Maybe he want to be mysterious on some Lauren Hill. I don't know. Drop one album, don't come back for another 12 years. I don't know.
Out and almost 4 since the Melodic Blue. Very few artists can take this long of a break and maintain their level of relevance. So, is Kendrick Lamar holding Baby Keem hostage in the PG Lang basement? Or is he just so immersed in the PlayStation that he forgot to record music? Child with Wolves album reads this text message from Baby Keem, which he posted on his Instagram story in January of 2024. Continuing on to show us potential artwork mock-ups and inspirations for this next project, then came another post of him texting in the album group chat, where Keem says he wants to finish it. Yet, these stories were again in January of last year, and we all remember what happened 3 months later.
I still got PTSD, motherfucker, big 3. It's just big me, nigga, boom!
As a hidden feature on future Metro Boomin's collab album, Kendrick Lamar shocked us all by sending shots at fellow superstars Drake and J. Cole. By now, everybody knows the story of this beef. However, what was honestly overlooked throughout it all was Baby Keem. As the younger cousin and essentially apprentice of Kendrick Lamar's, to sit back and watch Kendrick try and destroy one of his idols had to be tough to see. But Baby Keem's family ties run deep.
It goes beyond music with me and him. So, you know, whenever I need anything regarding like life and if I need some wisdom, then that's who I go to, you know. That's one of the first people I look towards.
As we would later learn, despite not performing at the Pop Out concert last summer, which sparked even more rumors, confirmed by these pictures with fans backstage though, Baby Keem was indeed at Kendrick's show, just hiding in the shadows as he often does. If we're being honest, Baby Keem has never come off as the type of rapper who cares about fame and is out here chasing clout. And while he's never directly stated his reason for taking such a long break, the most logical explanation is due to Kendrick's beef with Drake, causing a major delay in his rollout. Because it really looked like Baby Keem had an album ready to go last year. But, understandably so, is now likely waiting for everything to pass over with his cousin and label mate. And it appears it almost is. Back in September of 2024, 4 months following the release of Not Like Us, fans noticed that Baby Keem's website had been freshly updated. As it still stands, if you go to eerietimes.com, Keem's URL, you are then met with a mysterious message that apparently translates to "The future is eerie" in Morse code. Then combined with Keem's producer Cardo Got Wings tweeting this same quote, speculation has sparked.
Nigga, Cardo got wings. How am I so out the fucking loop, bro? Cardo got wings. Producers for Baby King.
It is related to a new album. What's new? Baby Keem tweeted on January 4th, the only real tweet still up on his account since 2022, with fans again hoping his rollout was finally kicking off.
Yeah, wow, Drake. I mean, that would make sense about the Drake thing because Drake is so closely tied to him, and it'd be like overshadowing. You feel me? Overshadowing his look. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know enough about Baby Keem or you know what I'm saying. I gotta like go. I haven't even heard one full album, even the one with him and Kate. I didn't hear that album. I seen the shit that came out. Them amazing brother. I seen the videos and the shit that came out, but I don't know any of the album cuts. I don't know any of the freestyles that was randomly on this YouTube or this. I don't know any of the lore about it at all. But hopefully, Baby King, pop back out. He definitely has a huge opportunity, and time is of the essence. I know people be trying to do the mysterious thing, and that's cool to take your breaks and do your thing, but time, fuck the obscurity. Time, bro. Time is all we have. You know what I'm saying? Everything else comes after money, relationships, time. Everything starts from time, and every time. We don't know. We don't control time. Let me just say it in any kind of way. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. What y'all think about what's y'all theories on this? I don't fucking know. This is even crazier now that I get more details. Shout out 1111. Y'all go subscribe if y'all want to see this video and more content. This is the first video I actually watched from them. This shit just came past my timeline. It was something I've been thinking about, the Baby King shit. I've been wondering like, what's up with that dude? Y'all let me know what you think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Deuces. Hey, make sure you subscribe to my other channels pinned in the description for exclusive content and send me all reactions to the Discord that's pinned in the comments. Gang.